This is Billy Guyette with Guyette Roofing and Construction in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm on a commercial flat roof. This is a TPO roof, and this is a storage facility that's having a few leaks. One isolated leak in particular is letting a lot of water in, and I've just gotten up on the roof and I've looked over the area. What I did is I went on the inside and I saw where the water was coming in, and I measured it off from an exterior wall to get a good point of reference. With these TPO roofs, you have to see what it looks like on the inside, and you have to get a point of reference because the roofs are so big. You can see over here, this is a multi-level roof, and this is the upper level. It's about 300 squares up there. Fortunately, that doesn't appear to be leaking right now. The leak is isolated to this lower level, and what I found was a pretty big gash in the TPO. It can't really tell what caused it, but it's pretty severe, and it's letting a lot of water in. This is it right here. This is a TPO membrane with scrim reinforcement underneath it, and then you can see right there, that's just the insulation, and that's been getting wet for a while. And then what it's doing is it's getting in, and it's because the roof is relatively flat, it's traveling a good distance and then dropping out inside the building. So this is the main culprit right now, at least, and what it would take is to clean that up, cut away the part that's flapping up, and then put about an 8-inch diameter patch on that called a T-patch, and that would take care of that leak. There's some other things going on with this roof. For instance, there's some ponding water. It hasn't rained in about 48 hours, so this water is 48 hours old, and if a roof doesn't shed water in 48 hours, then you're going to have problems, because roofs are made to shed water, not to hold water. Even flat TPO membrane roofs can only hold water for so long. So you've got a lot of standing water up here. That doesn't appear to be the issue right now, but eventually it will cause problems because there's not enough slope up here. So right now the main culprit is this gash in the TPO, and that would be a fairly easy fix. Some other things that will have to be addressed down the road. I've walked around a little bit up here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video, but there's a pretty good sized hump right there, and that hump is indicative of a lot of other spots on the roof. You can see right there, I got my foot on it, and what that is the insulation popping up. Whoever installed this roof did not properly fasten down the insulation. The insulation boards underneath the TPO have to be fastened at certain strategic points on each board. If that's not done, then over the years, as the building expands and contracts, especially in the south and southeast, when we have a lot of heat and our summers are brutal, what will happen is it'll force the insulation to pop up if it's not fastened down correctly. So this will be a problem in the future. It's not a problem now, but eventually it'll puncture right through the TPO. And there's several spots like this on the roof. The roof is riddled with improperly fastened insulation board. And that's why it's very important to choose the right roofing contractor, and always remember that it's not the roofing contractor that you talk to that's going to be installing your roof. It's going to be the installers. If they don't know what they're doing, then whatever the contractor says has no value. Here's another spot right here. You can see where my foot's at. The insulation's popping up. So this is down the road. This will have to be addressed, or it'll turn into a pretty big problem. Right now, though, we're going to focus on this gash in the TPO that is definitely the cause of the current leaks. So that's it. This is Billy Guyette with Guyette Roofing, and I'm on a commercial roof in Montgomery, Alabama.